am so offended at the prospect of pea soup. Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, back with another step in the puddle that is Cursed Mountain. Is this a pile of flesh? Well, that's none of my business. In the last episode, we recorded 3 parts of a mantra performed by some very stage-shy, camera-shy ghosts, because they were hiding in a maze of invisible spikes that took me a while to get through because, oh, cutscene!
Prepare yourself to face the terrible spirit that awaits inside the sanctum.
I think you should know. I'm not exactly a praying man.
Prayer is not necessary. Sit. Become calm. Enter within yourself. You will know when you are ready.
When the time comes, you'll know. Also, why are you giving me a prompt? What are you prompting me for, game? Is that me? Am I responsible for that noise? What's going on? I'm making the gesture and I don't know what's happening. Oh? What was that? Am I succeeding yet? Thing is, that GIF has so few frames that it's hard to tell which way it's spinning, let alone whether I'm even doing it right. I stopped for a while, and then I resumed. I can't tell what's good. Is it working? Did I do it right? Please? Ah, my arms! You don't know how long I was flailing for. I was flailing for a good few minutes. I am in pain because of that.
You are ready to move on. But I have hard news for you. I believe your brother's spirit may have passed into the bardo.
You mean he's dead?
Not exactly. It is possible for a spirit to return from the bardo.
Dead's dead. But if his body's up there, I'm going to find it.
Do not give up on Frank yet. This scroll will introduce you to Master Lama Kenpo. He will tell you about the bardo, how it might be entered, how a soul might be retrieved.
I don't believe a word of it, but thanks all the same.
You know what, Eric? You could be a little bit less of an asshole to the man who literally saved your life about an episode or two ago. But hang on, can we just talk about what we just did for a second there? Because my right arm is in physical pain because of that. Like, that was garbage.
Climber's log. 18,700 feet. Right below Dege Gonchen. Biggest monastery in the entire province. Library jammed with centuries of wisdom. But I need to find the abbot, Kengpo Jigme Lingpa. He's the one who will help me find Frank.
Right, so to catch up, first of all, this new whip thing attachment for the pickaxe is kind of OP as fuck because we took down a boss in just one cycle because of it. But seriously, I was flailing my arms for several minutes. That was really shittily... what's the word? Like, telegraphed what I was supposed to do, because... oh, bye, Felicia. As I said, like, there aren't enough frames in the animation to properly tell me which way I'm supposed to be flailing the thing. And it really wasn't clear whether I was supposed to do that or ignore it, like whether it was supposed to be representing what I was doing or what I should be doing or what. And it wasn't clear when I was making progress, if I was doing it right or what, and I was flailing for several minutes, and it hurt. It actually hurt. Like, Mario Party spinning the control stick with the palm of your hand hurt, except in an entire arm, and making the rest of my body break out in furious overheating itches, which is never a pleasant experience. I mean, normally I get that from walking too fast to college, like on a cold day when I'm dressed up warm, but... wow, that was garbage! Good God, this game is difficult to love sometimes. Anyway, what's be do? Did I go the right way by going on the not-so-obvious path? Was I even in control in that cutscene? I don't know, I was just holding forward just in case. Ooh, a thing! Is it a trap? What have you here? Part of me just wants to refer to this place as Dege Gonchen, just because DJ is a phrase. That's as far as I could go with that train of thought. See, we've got the whole Instagram thing going on again, and nothing appears to be coming of it. So, why does the screen do this sometimes? Aesthetic? Speaking of aesthetic, though, this is a rather pleasing place to look at when I can actually see the colours of it. Seriously, what's going on here? Do you want me to jog so that I might disturb the spirits of Alan Walker and his dance crew? But, in all seriousness, this... you know what? Oh, there we go. I'm pointing at you, why aren't you doing the whippy thing? Okay. So this attachment to the pickaxe, kind of good for bosses, but shit for everything else. I'm gonna put the keeler back on, because the lag part, like... first of all, that's gonna be terrible if you're facing more than one enemy at once. And also, it took several... like, it's not that the weapon failed multiple times, it's just that... I don't know, the controls for it kind of failed me. So, I'm gonna switch to a weapon that I can actually fight with until... I don't know, I'm gonna save that for bosses, because that's probably not the intention, but that's what I'm gonna do anyway. Now, I'm so burned out from the crap that I had to do literally to get here, that, first of all, my standard of commentary is bound to take a nosedive, because it's just gonna be a combination of my brain... okay. My brain just fizzling out because of having to do that, and... oh good, more ghosts. My brain's gonna keep dying because exertion, and I'm gonna be bitching about what I had to do. And case in/and point, I'm not sure which one the expression is. It's just one of those egg-cornified expressions, I suppose, but I've always heard it as case in point, but I digress. I don't remember why we couldn't go the way I was just going. Like, was the door locked? Or was it just... Did it not bring up a prompt? I don't remember. So... just when I thought this game was going to get into my good books, it goes and pulls that shit. Oh, are we going to Donkey Kong? What is this dramatic camera angle that's going a bit more quickly? Oh, it's a block of flats, except it's a monastery. I don't know, this looks kind of like a hospital in, like, Leeds or somewhere. St. Jimmy's, I think they call it, even though it's, like, only in the north would you call someone St. Jimmy, regardless of whether he's a Jimmy or a saint. St. Jimmy in name only, for he is neither. Oh, we have more statues that may or may not contain boobs. Love how, like, that's supposed to be intimidating, but I'm just walking away from it. Like, no thank you, not today. Not interested in whatever it is you're attempting to sell at me. Which, I suppose, come to think of it, is a really accurate way of wording how the world works these days. People sell things at you. So if we have any authors in the audience, feel free to use that one at your leisure. Anyway, am I going to be accosted? Can I get to this Healy place? Or will I be accosted on the way there, and then take damage while I'm healing that I can't avoid and die as a consequence? Because, goodness knows, that hasn't happened before in this series. Now, that... I feel like I could understand what the HUD was doing there at the bottom left. Like, there was a thin, yellowy white line that was gonna show how much of my HP was gonna be restored by doing that. But it's really indistinct. It's like looking at something in a dream. So... they really should have had, maybe not a professional graphic designer, but someone who has a handle on graphic design go over the HUD a couple of times before they sent this game off to be published.
Now I'm going as mental as the rest of them. I could swear I had a vision of Bennett. If the bald chap turns out to be Kenpo, then I'll really be freaked out.
You're going insane, but you're sane enough to know it. What do you mean, find another way? We found the door! It's, yeah, shut but not locked, Jable. Is this the point where I have to go back around the other way? Oh, good, fights. We haven't even hit a save point yet, I don't think. Like, excuse you? Goodness. Jesus, Ice Skater. It probably wants me to use the lag part, and I'm not going to because it's just terrible. So I'm just going to tank as many hits as I can and hope that I don't die in the process. Oh, zip the And for you, sir? Second verse, same as the other guy. Which, that's not an expression. Oh good, that was enough to get me back up to full health. Thanks, Ghosts, you tried to kill me but did exactly the opposite in the process. Oh good, there are more. Why would there not be more? Now part of me's thinking I should re-equip the Kartrika of all things, just because that was so much better at fighting, but just because there's... you could fire more bullets at once. Can you not? I literally just got back up to full health. Luckily I can sponge off the others. Sponge. Fun word. Like, generally if a word ends in NGE, then it's going to be a fun word. Like flange, which is the name for joints between pieces of pipe. Can you not? Thank you. Come on. And where's Reddy McVulnerableson gone? Oh, well, you will have to do as a surrogate. But seriously, where's the other one? There you are. It really wants me to use the lag par, doesn't it? Thank you? Can I get a save point? Please? I have fought many things. Thank you. The game's not playing around at this point, is it? It's got just the right combination of actual challenge and stupid bullshit. Like, that, I will say that just there, is legitimate challenge, partly inspired by Ghosts. Now, I do wonder, if there is any wisdom to me re-equipping the Katrika at this point. Oh, how many ways to go are there? It's good that there's an expansive world, I'm not going to deny that. Just, I want to make sure that I'm going the wrong way first. Just to make sure that... Oh, good, we could go this way as well. Aye. Well, that's one thing this game has going for it. Decent overworld design, or, well, does it really count as an overworld when the whole game is levels? Yes, I do question the wisdom of re-equipping the Katrika. Just, it can fire more bullets, but I don't think it's as powerful as the Keeler. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay. Thanks for that, camera. But then again, I'm thinking, if I can fire more bullets at once, then maybe that could be enough to stun multiple enemies, so I can shoot one, shoot another without any cooldown time, and have them both be stunned for long enough that I can, like, not take as much damage. I don't know how conducive that is to representing my fighting style accurately, but... And part of me is just thinking maybe I should just equip the Thod-Pa and just deal with it. I'll give it one more chance. Because it is essentially an insta-kill as long as I remember to hold down B and then, you know, bust a mean whip, hit the dab, but with a ghost. Just stop it, Tess. Just stop it. Just stop it. Maybe this weapon and I got off on the wrong foot because there was a tutorial battle that sort of showed how overpowered it is, and then every battle since has been less. It's just sort of problematic because this one requires you to hold the button down, whereas all previous ones required you to just press it, and holding it was kind of... not negative, but you'd sort of want to re-ready your trigger finger ready to fire off the next load. Tee-hee. I did say, I'm gonna be frazzled because of that nonsense. Well, hopefully I'm not gonna be overwhelmed by too many ghosts in the next encounter. I think they have tried to accommodate different playstyles with the Thod-Pa. I guess I could get used to it if I gave it enough time. It's just that the Keeler is kind of good for short, sharp bursts. The Katrika is probably better for crowd control, and the Thod-Pa is definitely better for boss encounters and one-on-one fights. Seriously? How can I get all this way and not be able to go any further? Surely there's something that I'm missing here. Oh, like that, maybe? Wow, that is spectacularly unclear. So, I'd like to think that they got a completely different designer to design, like, this portion of the game. The whole stupid flaily button thing, and then this. Because, like, this looks climbable, but the, like, walking up to it, that was really not well telegraphed. There's a fine line to be walked between overly obvious and unreal. Like, you have to sacrifice some realism in the name of good game design.
Maybe this whole idea is just impossible. Frank is dead, and I should leave it at that. Turn around and go home.
Yes! You should do exactly that! You should have been doing that from the beginning! He's probably dead. It's a very deadly mountain. The clue is in the name of the game. He is probably dead. Go home and spare us all the agony. Excessive overreactions aside, the whole thing with professional graphic designers, like, in my time, I've met a lot of really pleasant artists. The artistic community are a good lot, but I've met just a few who insist on calling themselves graphic designers as opposed to artists, and they have impossible standards. And these ones tend to be ones who get jobs teaching graphic design. So haven't exactly had a good history with them simply because everything I do is wrong because it's not their version of creative. Also, having two climb things right next to each other such that it's hard to tell whether I'm pressing A to climb up or A to climb down. Why is there a giant gong made of salami on the wall over there? I'm sorry, it's like a building nipple. I can't not look at it. Yay, narrow corridors, my favourite aspect of this game. Ghost incoming, that's usually what happens. Oh, a save point. I don't think there's going to be another one for a while. So I'm going to call the episode here, so that I can cool off and maybe calm the fuck down. So I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode we'll go further into this monastery, and hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, do whatever you think brings you luck. Hopefully, it's not going to be quite as bullshit as what we've seen so far. See you then.